Freedom's the answer. What's the question? You're listening to Ernest Hancock.
Stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now. If you want to have a good time, just give me a call.
Oh, court. Emmanuel's name cannot appear on the ballot. An Illinois appeals court has ruled that former White House Chief of Staff Rahm Emanuel's name cannot appear on the ballot for Chicago mayor because he didn't live in the city in the year before the election. The court voted 2-1 to overturn a judge's ruling to keep Emanuel's name on the February 22nd ballot. Wow. How will that mess up stuff? Well, I'm sure that Rahm's going to be head of Obama's, re-election thing anyway, one way or another, whether he's mayor or not. So we'll see. I mean, we saw this with Joe Lieberman when he was defeated in the Democratic primary in some way. He wound up, I don't know how he did it. I didn't care. But he ran as an independent, and he, back being a senator again. I mean, these guys are just going to do whatever they're going to do, get used to it. This is the way it works. So, whatever. We'll go over the headline. I haven't been on the internet all weekend. We moved from our home, and I just Tuesday, I'm just like, everybody else take care of the site, man. It's all good. Well, I'll go ahead and get caught up on my email and everything in the next couple of days. I'm not going to have full internet access where I'm at and everything all set up until probably Wednesday. So you guys get the, it's a free-for-all. Now, and Pal Gamble and Tiger and everybody, they'll take care of it, and Thomas and Sierra and Don, everybody, they're taking care of the site anyway, so I'm good. Let me go ahead. I wanted to share this one thing. I haven't been this sick in years, decades. And the reason was, very simply, I got into a routine. Whenever I would get sick, I just start to feel, the virus coming on in some way, I would first take a lot of vitamin C. And then I started adding zinc, later on. I started to see how that worked. And I just held it off. It just never really got, I get a little bit, sniffle kind, boom, done. I would take a little bit of zinc, make sure that you got that in there. That helps. Then you have, I would buy vitamin C in liquid form from the health food store, and I go get, a vitamin C, probably, I don't know, it's like 500 milliliters or something like that. And I just drink it all day. I mean, I'd OD on vitamin C. I mean, tablets, whatever. The vitamin C. It's like gasoline for your white blood cells. I mean, whatever it does, man, it works. So I do that. Then, a lot of my friends, they're really big into, what do they call it, euthanasia or something like that. I never made that a big deal. And they're always, throwing some kind of health tablet at me or something. Then, I'd eat better. The juicing thing always helps. But this time, I didn't do it. And it was because we were packing when we moved, we put everything in boxes. So all of my vitamins and all of this stuff and everything were in a box somewhere underneath whatever. And I just kind of blew it off. I'll just, because I forgot what it was like to be sick. It's been so long. It's been years since I actually went a full cycle of the flu in bed, man, you're not getting up kind of stuff. I forgot what it was like. It sucks. I mean, it sucks. You know what it was like? Yesterday, I just laid down and just watched a movie. I got the TV. I had enough strength to muster up, getting the TV up on a coffee table in the living room. I just put together with a DVD player. Then I watched what I watched first. I watched Avatar, Star Trek, the new one, and Dark Knight, the Batman thing. I just gave myself a treat. I'm just going to watch some movies all day. And because I couldn't sleep. My throat's really sore and so on. I couldn't even find the NyQuil. Part of our survival stuff is, imagine you're, in Braveheart, at the very end of the movie Braveheart, you had the king. He's in there dying. He's coughing on his deathbed. William Wallace is out there getting his guts wrenched out and everything. Freedom, and then the king dies. As the king is dying, he can hardly breathe. He's coughing. I'm going, that's how I felt, man. That'd be a sucky way to die. So I'm going, I will remember next time until I forget again. But I am, you take care of this before it starts. One, you eat decent and everything, do your juicing and all that kind of deal. But when it starts, you start getting the flu thing. Oh, and go get your flu vaccine crap. Don't even start with me on that. I need to be putting poison in my body. But so in the past, I've always, ever since I kind of got into, I'll tell you what started it. It was the vitamin C thing. When I started doing vitamin C, as I just started getting sick at all, I just OD on vitamin C because it worked one time back when I was poor and didn't have money. And I go, wow, man, this has made it like a day and a half thing. So since then, that's just, I start getting sick. My wife and I, boom, we go get liquid C. And just how much can we take? Put it on our Cheerios, use it like milk or something. I mean, a lot. So you do that and you go, okay, and it's water soluble and just goes through your system. At least it hadn't done me any harm as far as I can tell. So I go, all right, massive vitamin C. I didn't do it this time. I mean, we started unpacking and I, started taking a bunch now and I'm on the mend, but it sucked. And what do we do in our survival stuff? When you have and you start stocking up, imagine how much would the Roman Empire have paid for NyQuil? You're in the medieval times and you got the flu and you're sick and everything, just so you could go to, so you could sleep medicine, how much would you have paid for that? Like $1 billion a dose? How many, people would you have killed, to go get your bottle if you're king kind of thing? Technology and medicines and so on has really changed, how much humans suffer or don't. So I'm looking for the NyQuil. It's like 3, 4 in the morning. I can't sleep. I just, I got to find the NyQuil. Where I went through every box. I got jackets on. I'm outside. Got my bathrobe. I'm looking, finally, Donna, where is the NyQuil? Where is I wake her up? She goes, it's in one of the storage barrels out there. She gets it. I'm like, oh, take that, and, I slept until almost noon. I get up real quick and I get ready to come down here, do this. On my way down, Sierra's reading to me all the prep, that we do on the guests and everything. So I'm like, we made it. I'm telling you, to avoid this, there are a lot of things that I have learned over the years. You eat decent, you drink lots of water, liquid C, vitamin C, maybe some zinc. A lot of people do a lot of other different stuff, euchinasias and herbs and all this kind of stuff. But all of that was packed away, and I wasn't able to do it. And I paid the price. Man, I won't be doing that no more. I'll be run down to the health food store and get me some more goodies. I forgot how bad it was to be sick. I didn't get any sleep Friday night, hardly. I was, not feeling well. And I had to get up really early to go to the gun show to set everything up. I had to be there, by 8 o'clock and so on, get all set up for everybody when they came out there. I stayed the day. And I did get the time to, as you're in misery, you just, walk the show and so on. So I got to see, all the stuff that's there. I tell you one thing that's coming out a lot more now than I've ever seen before, and that's body armor. You go to the gun show, I mean, it's not like every table or anything, but a lot more variety in body armor than I've ever seen before. They also had on there a warning that they were starting to make it illegal. That soon, I guess they passed a law, it hadn't taken effect yet, or a threat or something. But they're talking about it being illegal for you to have body armor. I'm going, what? It always reminds me of the, I bring this up every now and then, the old Tom and Jerry cartoon. And there was very few of them, like 2 or 3 that I can remember where either of them actually said anything. And it really stuck in my head, Tom and Jerry going at it one time, and I don't know, Tom had something, going to hit him with a frying pan or whatever, and he ducked. And he goes, you deliberately ducked. Very rare that they ever say anything, but I remember that, you deliberately ducked. Is that what the government says to us now? You're not allowed to duck. You're not allowed to have body armor. You're not allowed to protect your life against us when we want you dead. I'm going, wow, man. It's just an attitude. So, of course, they're justify it that, well, anybody that have body armor means they're going to go do harm to somebody else. I just, it's just the attitude that they have, the way they look at it. Well, I didn't go Sunday because, I was just too wet, man. We got done what we wanted to do. Nick and Drew had done these cards, and I think these are a great idea. WalletVoting.com. You go up there, and we'll get these up in the next couple of days. You can order them or do them, or you make them yourself. And they made it where you can download these cards and so on. You just laminate them, and it's real money. This is like $2 right here. I mean, in real silver, and you can see it. It's U.S. minted coin. You know, I didn't even think of this. I go, what a great idea. Yep. We're going to be having more of this. We're going to be talking about this. It's going to take off. You watch. It's already getting its own legs. And I knew it would. Well, go ahead and stay there. We have our next guest. It's coming up, Robert Wheel, on U.S. and Chinese relations. And we'll get into India, too. This is going to be interesting. We'll be right back.
Uncovering the secrets and exposing the lies. That's what readers of freedomsphoenix.com get every day. Readers of freedomsphoenix.com are constantly provided the information that detail the real news between the lines of propaganda about government policies and the true relationship we all have with coercive governments. Learn the true condition of our economy, innovations and technological breakthroughs in energy, health, computer science, and space travel. Learn the truth well before it's admitted to in the lamestream media, the media that is so last century. Corporate media has evolved into nothing more than distributors of government propaganda, but we now have a fantastic alternative. FreedomsPhoenix.com provides constant news updates on the issues that affect our lives in the most important ways. Our liberty and our property are under constant attack, and FreedomsPhoenix.com provides the understanding behind the propaganda while encouraging the participation of our readers. Join us at FreedomsPhoenix.com. That's freedoms with an S, Phoenix.com. FreedomsPhoenix.com, where the revolution between the ears has already matured.